and join us to discover the adventure of the Ice Kingdom princess and how she saved the kingdom from the danger of freezing. Let's get started. Once upon a time, far in the frozen north, nestled between snow-covered mountains and frozen lakes, stood the crystal palace of the Ice Kingdom. The palace shimmered with an otherworldly glow, reflecting the eternal winter that had settled over the land many years ago. For as long as anyone could remember, darkness had blanketed the skies of the Ice Kingdom. Every fire had been frozen solid, and the people huddled together for warmth, their spirits as chilled as an endless expanse of snow that stretched as far as the eye could see. In the heart of this icy domain lived a beautiful princess named Aleria. Her golden eyes shone like tiny suns, radiating a warmth that belied the frigid world around her. Her long blue hair flowed down her back, interwoven with streaks of glowing yellow like the shimmering tails of comets. When Aleria walked, it was as if the very snow beneath her feet danced in a silent, sparkling waltz. Her laughter echoed through the palace, a melody as bright and cheerful as the song of a lark, a stark contrast to the perpetual gloom that had become the kingdom's mournful anthem. One day, while exploring the highest tower of the Crystal Palace, Aleria stumbled upon a hidden room. Inside, amidst dusty relics of a forgotten age, she discovered an ancient tome bound in shimmering ice. As she opened the book, its pages, which whispered of forgotten magic, fluttered like startled birds. An ethereal light emanated from its depths, bathing Aleria's face in a warm glow that chased away the shadows and revealed a truth as clear as the light of the stars. Alerian was not just any princess. She was the last descendant of a long line of elemental wielders, blessed or cursed, depending on the tale, with the ability to manipulate the raw forces of nature. And Aleria's gift was unique, a harmonious blend of the ethereal warmth of light and the potent strength of ice. With newfound purpose, Aleria delved deeper into her powers. Guided by the wisdom contained in the ancient book, she learned to weave spells that shimmered with otherworldly beauty. Her ice-infused light spells crackled with energy, illuminating the darkest corners of the kingdom and thawing the frozen hearts of its people. Soon, Aleria's radiant light drew the attention of those who had embraced the darkness. Led by the enigmatic Shade, these beings thrived in the kingdom's perpetual winter, their very essence fueled by the absence of light. Sensing the growing threat, Aleria knew she couldn't hide in the palace any longer. It was time to confront the darkness and bring light back to her frozen world. But before setting out on her perilous quest, Aleria sought the counsel of the wisest elder in the kingdom, the old woman, whose eyes twinkled with the memories of 1,000 starlit nights. Listen intently to Aleria's tale, her gnarled hands resting on the hilt of a staff that thrummed with latent magical power. Child, she finally spoke, her voice like the gentle tinkling of icicles. Your journey will be fraught with peril. You must seek the starfire stones, ancient relics imbued with the power of the eternal flame. Only they can help you in your battle against the darkness. With the elder as blessing and armed with a staff that pulsed with the light of 1,000 stars, Aleria set out on her journey. Her first stop was the Whispering Grotto, a place spoken of only in hushed tones by the elders of the kingdom. Legend said that the starfire stones were hidden here, guarded by mystical creatures of ice and shadow. As Aleria ventured deeper into the grotto, the air grew heavy with magical energy. The walls seemed to whisper secrets from a forgotten past, and the path ahead shimmered with an otherworldly glow. Then suddenly, from the depths of the shadows, a pair of glowing eyes materialized. Aleria froze, her hand tightening round her staff. A low growl reverberated through the cavern, sending shivers down her spine. And then it emerged, a magnificent ice creature with fur as white as freshly fallen snow and eyes that glittered like chips of ice. Its gaze fixed on Aleria, its whiskers twitching as it assessed her with an otherworldly intelligence. Despite its imposing appearance, Aleria sensed no malice in the creature's demeanor. Instead, she felt a kindred spirit, another being attuned to the rhythms of the frozen world. Slowly, Aleria extended her hand in a gesture of peace. The ice creature sniffed her fingers cautiously, and then something unexpected happened. It nuzzled against her palm, its icy fur surprisingly warm and soft. From that moment, a bond formed between them, a connection forged in the heart of the Whispering Grotto. And so Aleria gained a loyal companion on her quest to restore light to her frozen kingdom. Together, they journeyed deeper into the Whispering Grotto, venturing forth to face the darkness that had engulfed the Ice Kingdom. As they delved deeper into the grotto, the air grew colder, the silence broken only by the crunch of ice underfoot. Finally, they reached a vast cavern where two massive starfire stones pulsed with an ethereal light. As Aleria approached, the stones hummed with power, recognizing their long-lost princess. But guarding them was a creature of pure darkness, its form shifting and swirling like smoke. Yet Aleria stood firm, her voice echoing with newfound strength. I am Aleria, princess of the Ice Kingdom, and I have come to claim what is rightfully mine. The battle that followed was epic. Bolts of dark energy clashed with Aleria's radiant light, and the cavern echoed with the roar of their opposing powers. But Aleria pressed on, her determination fueled by the love for her people and the hope of ending the kingdom's eternal winter. Finally, with a surge of icy light, Aleria vanquished the shadowy creature. The starfire stones, sensing their princess's victory, surged with power, imbuing her with the strength of 1,000 suns. With her newfound strength, Aleria confronted the source of the kingdom's unending winter, an entity of pure darkness that had imprisoned the sun and cast the land into eternal gloom. A fierce battle ensued, shaking the very foundations of the Ice Kingdom. The fate of the frozen realm hung in the balance, as Aleria's radiant light battled against the oppressive darkness. But as the battle raged, Aleria remembered the warmth of the sun on her skin, the laughter of her people, and the hope that flickered in their eyes. Fueled by these memories, Aleria poured every ounce of her being into her final attack. In a dazzling display of light and ice, Aleria struck a decisive blow, banishing the darkness back to the shadows from which it had come. With the source of the darkness defeated, the sky above the Ice Kingdom began to shift. The clouds parted, revealing a sliver of sunlight. Then, as if awakened from a long slumber, the sun climbed into the heavens, bathing the land in its golden light. Cheers erupted across the kingdom as the people emerged from their frozen shelters, their faces upturned to the sky, tears of joy streaming down their cheeks. The eternal winter was over. Spring, then summer followed, painting the landscape in vibrant hues of green and gold. From that day forward, Aleria was known throughout the land as the Princess of Light and Ice, a title she wore with pride, forever reminding her of the balance she had restored to her kingdom. The Ice Kingdom thrived under Aleria's benevolent rule. The people, their spirits warmed by the return of the sun and their faith in their princess, rebuilt their lives and livelihoods. The princess, ever mindful of the darkness that had once threatened to consume them, worked tirelessly to ensure her people never forgot the importance of light, hope, and most importantly, unity. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to subscribe my channel RosalinakidsAI. Hit the like button and turn on the notification bell to get all the new stories.